An inmate tried to choke out a detention deputy using a pillowcase. She was able to get a radio transmission off for backup, and another thing happened. Other inmates ran to her rescue and helped pull the inmate off of her. Now, you're going to see the video here shortly, but I want to point out just a few things real quick. And as officers, if you're watching, look at the things that took place in here, and look how she played a game with the officer to get the deputy into a position so she could come up behind her and choke her out with a pillowcase. I'll tell you up front, the officer's going to be okay. She had some minor bruises, but other than that, she's going to be just fine. But just to show you how dangerous it can be, this female inmate is in for home invasion and robbery, and she was planning an escape, they learned later, and she went up to the officer and said, hey, went up to actually the detention deputy, Jimenez, and inmate Harley is her name, 42 years old, told Deputy Jimenez, hey, this other inmate, Colvin, needs help. She needs help. She needs you to come check on her. She's in the restroom. When Deputy Jimenez went to go check on inmate Colvin, inmate Harvey took the pillowcase and got her from behind, as you'll see in the video. So she used a ploy, a decoy tactic to get the officer in a position that she wanted the officer in. When they finally got everything settled down, they also found out that the female inmate had a homemade weapon. She had a comb that was sharpened on both sides into a weapon. And she was planning an escape. They said she did escape from one of the confinement areas. So, very dangerous situation that we could face at any given moment in a jail or a prison. Now, you're going to see the major from the jail get on here, and I think he does a great job talking about how the other inmates helped, the humanism side of those inmates, but he also said that the jails are normally a very peaceful place. You know, I don't know how peaceful you want to call a jail. I've worked in the state prison system and in the jails. You hear what the major here has to say. I believe he's a retired major or a former major that worked at the for the Hillsborough County Sheriff. You tell me your thoughts, if you think jails are a peaceful place or not, or if you think he's correct. I always say, always have your head on the swivel 24/7, because you never know at any given moment when an inmate could attack, just like in this incident here. Watch the video. Thanks a lot for subscribing to Gary York True Prison Stories. I appreciate you very much, and take care and stay safe. Here's the video.
Video from the Hillsborough County Jail shows the moment a detention deputy was attacked by an inmate. Moments later, other inmates come to the deputy's rescue. Tonight, we are hearing from a retired major with the sheriff's office about what it's like to work in the jail and why he thinks those other inmates rushed to help that deputy. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson joins us now live with the story. Jeff.
Good evening, Jen. The attack happened here at the Falkenberg Road Jail on June 7th before 1 a.m. Thankfully, the deputy is now fine. The inmate who attacked her is now facing a long list of new charges. The video shows the moments before the attack as Deputy Lillian Jimenez is talking to another inmate. 42-year-old Bridget Harvey can be seen coming up from behind as she tries to strangle the deputy with a pillowcase.
It's surprising.
Mike Ferrier is a retired major who served for 26 years with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and he has a lot of experience in the jails here.
For the most part, the jail environment is very peaceful, it's very calm, and as long as the deputies understand and build that rapport and understand the human side of incarceration, there's usually no issues.
Ferrier says, while it's surprising the deputy was attacked, he's not surprised by what happened next, when other inmates came to help the deputy.
In my experience, the deputies in the jail do a great job of building relationships, of understanding there's a human side to incarceration, understanding that every individual in there is somebody's, mother, father, brother, sister, a loved one.
Inmate Bridget Harvey is in jail after being involved in a home invasion in Pasco County. That led to a deputy-involved shooting. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office believes her attack was part of a larger plan.
We did learn that this inmate had plans to escape from confinement, and those charges are listed in the new ones that she now faces because of this incident.
The Sheriff's Office says that Hardy has now confessed to planning the attack. They also found on her at the time a comb that had been fashioned into a weapon. So yes, she faces a long list of new charges. Live in Hillsborough County,